New at 5:30, a new push to address school student record loopholes like the one that led to a nightmare scenario for 3 young kids found abandoned in filthy conditions earlier this year in Pontiac.
We're talking about Senate Bill 492. It would ensure a student transferring schools doesn't fall through the cracks. We appreciate you staying with us. I'm Glenda Lewis.
I'm Simon Shakette covering the story. I looked into the bipartisan push to close gaps for kids who are among the most vulnerable. How much did the Pontiac case play a role in what you've done?
So the Pontiac case played the role in how we got this moving forward.
On a mission to keep kids safe, State Senator Jeremy Moss says there is no time to spare after a welfare check in February revealed appalling conditions in the home of a 15-year-old boy, 13-year-old girl, and 12-year-old girl in Pontiac.
Just such a shocking situation where 3 kids could be abandoned, not just for a month, but for 5 years living on their own. And when the sheriff's team came in and rescued them, they were sleeping on pizza boxes and defecating where they slept.
As mother Kelly Bryant awaits trial on charges of first-degree child abuse and welfare fraud, and the children are now with relatives under the watch of CPS. Moss says he and Sheriff Michael Bouchard joined forces to find solutions.
This is going to make sure that should there be a situation where kids are transferring from one school to another, both schools have to communicate and confirm with one another that one school has responsibility over those kids' welfare.
It triggers an investigation by law enforcement. If no one knows what happened, where are the kids? The point of the legislation is to make sure that no other kids fall through the cracks in such a grievous, dangerous way as these kids.
I asked the director of the Say Detroit Play Center, a youth program on Detroit's East Side, for his take on the need for this.
There's so many students, young people who are, living in transitional situations and having high rates of transfers from schools and school districts.
Someone maybe leaving the state with their family. How do you work through that?
Yeah, this isn't just about introducing a bill and then hoping and praying that it works and solves the situation. We're going to go through the process, talk to the Education Committee Chairwoman, Senator Pohanke, about getting this a hearing, and we'll bring in the whole education community to make sure that we're doing this right.
As an educator, Dr. Yusuf Masalam with Dearborn Heights Crestwood Schools says each student must be accounted for, and currently not enough has been done on a state level.
I think it's a good start. I think it's something that is needed, and I think it will be beneficial for districts and for families.
A safeguard like this would ultimately have a lot of input from various stakeholders, including parents, before potentially becoming law. Glenda.
How soon do we think that legislation could take to become law?
That was a question I posed to the sheriff. He hopes and believes this could happen by the start of the school year, so they'll be working very hard to try and make this a reality.
Yeah, that would be good. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.